Welcome to Run Free and Strong. I'm Reto. I'm training to qualify for the UTMB, the Ultra Trail, the Mont Blanc in 2025. And I'm about 8 weeks out from my first qualifying race, the 100-mile Canyons Endurance Run in Auburn, California. It's Friday, and we are out for a 3-day vert challenge. It's part of my training. I want to see what I can do physically, mentally. We're going to try over Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get as much vert as we can, and obviously time on feet and miles. While we're out for a Friday run, I'd like to cover a topic. It's one of the aspects of running that is often overlooked, but very important. So happy to talk about my experience with recovery. Let's get into it.
I'm 8 weeks out from the 100-mile Canyons Endurance Run, and I wanted to assess my readiness for the race's challenges with sufficient time to make any necessary adjustments to my training. For transparency, I went off the training plan after an 8-mile run on Monday, but no running on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday due to professional and personal priorities. On Friday, I pivoted, knowing I would miss my weekly plan goals, and I decided to attempt a 3-day vert challenge. Why? As mentioned, to assess my readiness and test the 3 core training objectives: technical trail running, climbing and descending, and time on feet. For context, the 100-mile Canyons includes 17,000 feet of vert, or about 5,200 meters, on runnable trails with a cutoff of 35 hours. That equates to about 170 feet per mile at a pace of 21 minutes per mile. Of course, that includes all aid station and other stops. I got it done. It wasn't pretty, but the value is not in the accomplishment, it's in the lessons learned. I ran 45 miles, climbed and descended 11,300 feet, or almost 3,500 meters, and spent 13 hours of time on feet. So what did I learn? Of my 7 attempted ultras, 2 are DNFs because of a lower back injury. That is my greatest weakness. The downhill running over a long distance aggravates my back injury. To my surprise, I managed to complete the 3-day vert challenge with no leg, feet, knee, or back issues.
Hello, it's Saturday, day 2 of my 3-day vert challenge. I'm back at Trapbrook Valley. Gonna try to do a little bit more today than I did yesterday on Friday, and tomorrow we'll go to the Appalachian Trail. It's a gorgeous day out, blue skies, temperature around freezing. Trails are still icy and slippery, so gonna be slow.
Excluding my Friday run and combining only the Saturday to Sunday runs, I covered 37 miles with almost 10,000 feet of vert. Yes, these are 2 separate, not continuous runs. The back-to-back 17 miles and 20 miles were challenging, but doable. Where I failed was in my nutrition. The Sunday run was 2 out and backs on the Appalachian Trail in Connecticut, each 10 miles. I fueled on the first leg and felt good going back out and did not fuel for the second leg. Big rookie mistake, and that won't happen again. I bonked after 15 miles, totally drained, with 0 energy, and walked the last 5 miles. Fueling and hydration before, during, and after the race will make or break the race. This was a painful, unnecessary reminder. What else did I learn? 2 things: pacing and technical trail running. I practiced and learned what I can and cannot do when it comes to running moderate uphills, flats, and downhills that are technical, not something I can practice on the treadmill or the roads. In addition, I continue to practice running controlled and safely and with confidence. We have to be alert, actively scan the trail ahead, pick our routes, and be ready to react and respond to potential risks and dangers, especially when fatigued and with low energy. This will be the case in the second half of a 100-mile mountain trail ultra for sure. It's very apropos after the 3-day vert challenge to share my experience with recovery. So here we go. I created a training plan to align my training with my running goals, where these goals are race specific, related to overall health and fitness, or simply recovering from injury. Please check out my other videos about how to write a training plan. Creating a simple plan or framework should enable us to achieve our goals without overtraining or undertraining, and maintain our physical, mental, and emotional health while hopefully having fun. Once we have a plan, it's important to be consistent. Consistency is key, while at the same time being flexible and willing to adapt and adjust the plan and our training. It's also important to train hard days hard, easy days easy, and listen to our bodies. When we train hard and do not allow our bodies to adapt to the running stresses, we increase the risk of overuse injuries, and best case, we do not recover well and struggle. Running should be an integral part of a healthy lifestyle, and we should consider nutrition and hydration, sleep and recovery, warm up and cool down and stretching, strength and mobility training, stress management, and so on. I'd like to share what I do to create and live a healthy lifestyle that integrates running. First, we heal and recover during our sleep, so that's most important to me. Depending on the run or workout, I may need more or less sleep. For example, when doing a long run or back-to-back long runs, I shower, stretch, eat, and rest. I may even take a nap or go to bed early. Second, our ability to sustain hard training is dependent on properly fueling and hydrating our systems before, during, and after. Starting a training around a race and being in a calorific deficit will set us up for failure. Our body's ability to consume and process nutrition and hydration during the run is suboptimal and usually decreases the longer the run or race. For example, during a 100-mile ultramarathon, the average person burns over 10,000 calories, and it's impossible to replace these during the race.
Welcome back. It's Sunday, the final day of my 3-day vert challenge. We're on the Appalachian Trail near Kent, Connecticut. Trying to get as much vert on the final day as possible. Climbing up St. John's Ledges towards Caleb's Peak, the tallest peak in the state of Connecticut.
Shortly after I started my
guys.
ultra running journey, I transitioned from a carb-rich diet to a keto-friendly diet. That's a personal choice, but I'm able to train and recover more effectively. I feel better, and I've continued running injury-free. I ran the JFK 50 miler in 9 hours and 15 minutes and fueled it with potato chips and Coke, which was a quick carb intake, and hydrated with water. I could only do that because I was in ketosis. Third, one of the challenges we face is how to balance life's priorities and where does running fit into our healthy lifestyle. When we have competing priorities, we often maintain our run, but sacrifice the little things that are foundational, aid our recovery, and reduce injury risk. These are things like dynamic warm-ups, strides after our slow and medium runs, cool downs that also offer time for reflection, and post-run active isolated stretching. Strength and mobility training may also be deprioritized. When time is short, consider deferring or shortening a run and replacing with strength and mobility training. Finally, in coming back to training plans, here's what I do. I plan training in 4 to 6 week blocks with 2 to 3 hard weeks, followed by a recovery week when I reduce volume but maintain intensity. I run 5 to 7 days per week, include an off day or short shakeout run, especially after a long run. And that's important. Hard days hard, easy days easy. Don't schedule a strength training day on an easy day. In fact, for maximum gains, schedule strength training on a hard day, after a track workout or long run. A typical weekly structure comprises 2 to 3 medium to hard runs per week, such as a long run, a lactate threshold and/or VO2 max workout, and maybe a tempo run. Please consider documenting runs, workouts, strength training, and so on. Achieving our dreams and goals requires reflection on what works and what doesn't work, and continuously improving to maintain an upward trajectory. Reflections can be simple notes written in our favorite training app, online running log, Excel spreadsheet, or an old school notebook. It's always useful and fun to look back weeks and months to celebrate our journeys and achievements. If we're struggling or injured, it can be equally comforting to look back at prior struggles and injuries and what we did to heal and come back stronger. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you give it a big thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you are not already following my UTMB 2025 journey, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate it. Thank you, and see you in the next one.